I represent the Silk Road Chamber of International Commerce and the Confederation of Asia Pacific Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Of course, this is a very important event, and this is a good opportunity for our newly established organization, because we're going to celebrate in December the first 1 year of our organization to deliver the message, first of all, about our organization, importance of the Silk Road and One Belt, One Road project, which has been created recently by Chinese government, and we are the business component, let's say, of this newly established mega project of the Chinese government, which covers the continent. So we will represent the business, we will unite the business all the way along the Silk Road, we will support the business, and of course we will help the business for using our different platforms for investment, for trade, for logistics. So that's why we are here, and we see that there is a great interest from the participants as well to our new organization. We are not just looking to the project from outside. We are inside of this project because the organization is created in China, actually in Xi'an, which is the Asian Silk Road, from where the Silk Road is started, you know. And the Silk Road is reality. It's not just something for the future, because Mr. Han is a businessman. He's from the logistic business, and he's already heavily involved in this business. He already carry goods using the railway system from China all the way to the Europe. So he's gonna tell us more about his activity. The reality is here. So it's not just something we are talking for and dreaming. No, it's a reality which is it's already the works.
For the forum itself, I think it's a great platform for networking and connectivity. And today, between public and private sector, the political and the business world, and the technocrats and the bureaucrats, I think this is one of the very unique platforms that I have seen. I think almost all important parts of the world here. So I think that's very good to see and listen and hear different perspectives on business. In regards to business itself, I mean, I'm a businessman, and of course, our business strategy is always based on the realities. So when you come to a forum like Trans-Montana, and I think this is where I already visualize what to do 2 years from now or 10 years from now, because today we live in a time where by the time we get to know something, it's already old. So that means you have to really know before somebody else knows, and you have to get really good knowledge, and you have to become master of it. As Jemal said about Silk Road, this is of course one of those areas and one of those projects, and as I said earlier, a lot of people link Silk Road to China. But it's not only about China. It is, it's not only about Kazakhstan as well. It is about regionalization.
Can be Belgium.
It can be Belgium. It can be Belgium. And it's exactly so. It's a great maritime country, and as the world is changing and the means of doing business and the communication methods are changing, and I think this is where we see Silk Road as a really good incubator for new businesses, new ideas. I'm heading to US tomorrow, and my mission is to look at the Hyperloop. Hyperloop is the new technology which would start functioning between Los Angeles and Vegas, Elon Musk. So one of my Russian friends, my own like government, and our Chinese friends, there was a question, should we invest more into traditional railway system, or maybe in 10 years time it will be an obsolete? So you don't want to become Nokia of the world or Kodak of the world.
And then Silk Road will become the fastest, really fastest.
And then like when you come to a place like this, then I go look at Hyperloop, I don't know what to expect. But this is exactly,
in 10, 20
vision.
Years from now, it will be cheaper to build a Hyperloop than today. The technology is developing very fast.
I was told in 5 years' time, it would be almost the cost of 1 kilometer of highway, and 1 kilometer of Hyperloop would be almost the same.
And if it's today, the rail is still expensive compared with the shipping. But the Hyperloop can change it will be completely the opposite around. So
Absolutely.
it will change completely the transport and logistics between the Asia and the Europe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then it will be in 5 days the container will reach the
Exactly.
the
And
Europe.
as a matter of fact, I was studying the report, investment report on Hyperloop that was Vienna, Budapest. They're looking at 22 minutes link.
Yeah.
And that investment project, if it happens today, the first generation of Hyperloop, we're looking at only $200 million investment. So this that's what,
And you
of course.
huge numbers of the locomotives, the rail.
And sustainability.
It's like a difference between the normal engine car and the electric car, when there is very small numbers of the spare parts and no lubricants and anything. So maybe it's not exactly the correct comparison, but it will be the very big and the revolutionary changes will make this Hyperloop. If of course it needs to be studies, and of course there are a lot of things has to be done, but you're going at the very right time, because this is the time now to think about the future.